creating all the data from the Tinkercad, we go to ThinkSpeak, which is a channel where we created our IoT domain project channel. Now we created the channel. Initially, it was private, where we sent all the fields, which are all the data collected from Tinkercad. But then to show this data on the website, we had to make it public so that we could access it using the API keys. And after that, see, similarly, we get the data. It is 0, 1 for the main detection, that is yes or no. Temperature values continuous, we get the temperature values. We get the light status as well as the fan status and the detection status as 0 or 1, which is on or off. Similarly, we go to the data analysis and prediction. Now we collect the data from the ambient light sensor and the temperature sensor, and we give values 0 or 1, which is it likely to rain or is it not likely to rain? 1 means it is likely to be raining, 0 means it's not likely to be raining. So we created a data set of the values from the Tinkercad. After that, we wrote this code where Flask is used to connect the model and the Python script to the website, and index.html is the main landing page. We created a weather and a weather function that will we can collect the data from the web using this URL lib from the API key of ThinkSpeak. Then since it's in the JSON format, we read the data from the we read the data from the web, and we parse through the entire data to get the temperature value, obtain the temperature value and the light intensity value. Then the train model has been saved into a pickle format, and we the log model is the model is called in this Python script. After that, the predictor is given these values which we collected from the ThinkSpeak, and these values are sent to the predictor, and the prediction will tell us if it is going to be sunny tomorrow, is it going to be cloudy tomorrow. Then this is a data relationship that we found between the temperature and the light intensity. And after that, this is a web interface.
So
this is a web page.
what will you infer from this figure? You show me
The
this is
inference
uniformly
is, sir, the
scattered.
inference
Okay.
from this figure was initially that whenever the light intensity is very high, that means when it is sunny, then the chances of rain are
Okay.
less. And as yes, sir. Yes, sir. So whenever
Yeah,
the light
yeah.
intensity from the
Continue.
ambient sensor is high, the temperature is usually higher and it's mostly sunny, so it won't rain. When the light intensity is lower, then we get the lower temperature like 15, 20 degree, 25 degree. That means it might be raining. And here also in between the 30 to 40, where it is cloudy, then also there is chances of rain and the temperature also falls. That is the main inference from this data relationship.
But it's almost similar, uniformly distributed.
Yes, sir, because the
It's
data is
uniformly
not.
distributed, not as you are telling.
Yes, sir.
Not fully uniform, but just see 10 to 20. There are
Yes, sir.
some dots
Yes, sir.
throughout from 20 to 45, or
Yes, sir.
you see
Because
around
this
25.
is around the
Okay, take value
night time
typically
during.
25.
Yes, sir. Because this is during the night
Okay,
time at the
you
summer.
just
Anyway, sir.
go up.
So, yes, sir.
Yeah, you listen first.
Yes, sir.
Just take the value of light intensity 25,
Yes,
and
sir.
then move ahead along the temperature. Then some dots are coming, right? Fine,
Yes,
uniformly
sir.
coming. Then you come to 55.
55. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so up to 20, there are no significant
Yes, sir.
dots, and afterwards, see, it's exactly scenario similar what we have seen at the light intensity value, typically 25.
Yes, sir. The main reason for this data not being really good is because this is the data that we collected from the Tinkercad simulation and some data that I added myself. This is not a complete data set of around 1,000, 2,000 values. This is a small data set. That's why the training is
So
not
can I
proper.
say this graph is not inferring anything? You cannot
Yes, sir.
comment.
This is just for the displaying the relationship between the temperature and intensity. And
Yeah, you are displaying relationship we learned in Python in order to present the scenario, but
yes, sir.
it's not like that you are presenting anything and which is not inferring anything.
Yes, sir.
So it
Because
should
yes, sir, the data
give
set is not
something
perfect.
relevant results.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. In the few, yeah, yes, sir. So this is a website that we made. This is the main landing page. This is the dashboard where we see all the status at each point of time from the ThinkSpeak. This is a lobby where which we have the light. Since like in this screenshot, the main lobby light and the gas sensor is on. In the room sensor, both of these are off. And this is the weather where we get the current temperature and the prediction for tomorrow. Now, I'll show you the simulation. Yes. Wait, sir. This is the yes, sir. This is the circuit. Let me. And yes, sir, the main problem that you said with the dataset is only because the dataset has been self-created for our application. And since it's not a public or a very highly pre-processed dataset, we don't get very good values from it. So this is the circuit, and we'll simulate the circuit here. And so similarly, yes, sir. So let's say the person enters, so person has left this room, the temperature, let's set it to around 40 degrees Celsius. And the light intensity is set to dark, cloudy, and there's a person detected in this room. Yes, sir. So as you can see, the fan is running. Yes, sir. And the light is turned on. So that's the circuit is working fine. And we'll go to the website. We'll run this code.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Just 1 second. The website will load in.
Okay. Meaning
So your voice is breaking. Yeah, so this is a project that we started. So sir, it started. Now we'll get the, see, as we said, there's no one in the main lobby. We got 0 at this point. That is like current 9:29 p.m. If we go to the main lobby, we'll see the light is off and the sensor will be off. And yes, sir, the light is off, the sensor is off. We go to the room, so the fan should be on and the light should be on. The light is on, the fan is on. And the weather, we got the temperature around 40 degrees Celsius. So the weather, so it's taking a little bit of time because it's predicting the weather using the inputs from ThingSpeak. So it will take about 5 more seconds. Yes, it's predicted the weather. So since we noticed that the temperature will be around 39.84, 40 degrees Celsius. So it's cloudy tomorrow. And just to show you if it's predicting correctly. So let's say today was very sunny. So in this case, after the data is going to this, and we'll turn on the gas sensor as well to show its functioning. So the gas sensor has detected some gases, and we'll go to this. And so if you can see in the main lobby, the gas sensor should have been turned on. And the gas sensor is on, as we can see. And if you go to weather, it will again predict the weather. So now the current temperature is 39. It says it will be sunny tomorrow because it was sunny today. So that's the main working of a project. And I'll just stop simulating this. Yes, sir. We're done.
Contribution and
Yes, sir. So you're not audible. So I can't hear you. I can't understand what you're saying. Sir, you're not audible at all. The voice is breaking.
Sorry, sir, you are not audible. Can you write in chat box so that we can reply to that?
So what you're saying is not understandable. I can't hear you. So you're not audible, sir.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Wait a minute, I don't know
Ye-
what
Yes,
happened
it's
today.
okay. It's okay, sir. No.
Is it fine now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir. It's
yes.
fine.
Okay, then you can stop your presentation. Kathakoli will start.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Kathakoli. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Simrit and Oja and Rakshit. Yeah.
Sir, can you see my presentation?
Yeah, I can see. First, tell me your group number.
Sir, group 13,
Are
sir.
you remembering?
Sir, group 13, sir.
Yes, I got it. Anchit and
Yes, sir.
Aprame,
Aprame.
Pari is your batchmate. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
We
you are
three.
going to present final, I think, second review already for you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir. We are
sir.
doing
Yes,
final
sir.
review, sir.
Okay, just show me just a concluding slide what you have done afterwards. No need
Yes.
to explain previously what you have presented.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So, sir, I had explained the eye drowsiness detection system using the aspect ratio
Yes,
calculation.
I remember.
And then Anchit explained this one. So, Apramay will continue with the hardware implementation explanation.
Sir, in hardware implementation, we have added an extra thing called the pulse recognition system. Sir, the pulse recognition system is when you press it in the hands, it will detect the pulse of your, it will detect the heart rate, and it will let you know that the heart rate of the person is like what the heart rate of the person is. Sir, this is the code. Kathakali, next slide.
Yes, this is the code. Sir.
Sir, this is the code of the pulse recognition system. Sir, we have connected the pulse recognition system to the online software called the ThinkSpeak cloud, and and through the ThinkSpeak cloud, we'll get all the result of the pulse sensor of the driver at all the times. So, sir, we have three things together: the yawning detection, the drowsiness detection, as well as the pulse detection. So the three combined is our project, sir, and Dia will conclude with the whole thing.
So, sir, I'll show you the simulation of it. I need to switch on.
No need to show simulation.
No,
Not
sir,
required.
not the simulation, like the plot, the
Conclude
heart
it.
rate plot.
Yeah,
sir.
understood.
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir.
I have seen.
I'll just switch on the camera, sir. 1 second. Sir, can you see my hand?
Oh,
Sir, when I'll show you the
you
Arduino
do one
screen.
thing, just double click on the image. Okay, you are showing code first. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. So, sir, when I'm putting it here, it's plotting my heart rate, pulse rate, sir. So it's plotting, and similarly, it's going to the ThinkSpeak software along with that. So once I removed it, showing some garbage value, so it's going to the ThinkSpeak software along with that. So sir, the plotting is actually very slow since it uses hotspot. So I'll be showing you a video instead of the whole thing. So 1 second, sir. I'll be showing the video instead of this. This was our hardware. So we made a video so that you can see the updation of it. One second, sir. So can you see the video?
Yeah. Carry on.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can see.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, I can see. Is it audible?
Yes, sir, you are
Hello,
audible.
sir.
I think there's some
Is it audible? I can see it.
problem in Kathakali's side.
Okay, I'm just sending.
Sir, she'll send the video to you, or she'll send the link to you so you can see it perfectly.
Hello, sir. Hello.
final report also. Okay.
Sir, can you see the video?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, sir. So that
Yes,
was the
I
video of the updation thing.
see.
And this is our complete project. We have put the Arduino code, the simulation plot, and the simulation values will also be there in serial monitor. We have also put the ThingSpeak results, and we have concluded this project. The final conclusion is that, sir, I remember you asking one question, that is it a generalized system, the face detection thing? So, sir, regarding that, we have tried it on multiple people. It's a generalized thing because, sir, it's not really comparing with any picture or any image of yours when it's detecting. It's just that it's taking your image in the real time, and it's taking the coordinates of the eye and calculating the distance. So it's it's processing on the data on real time. So, sir, it's a generalized system, sir. So that's that was a question you raised in the second review, as I remember. So that was our final part, sir.
It's fine, good. It's
Hello?
one among the good project. Okay.
Sir?
Yeah, whether my
Thank you, sir.
voice is audible?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
your
sir.
voice is audible. I guess there's some problem in Kathakali's side.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
thank you all. So shall I invite next Jayesh?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It's over. It's fine. Good. Jayesh, you can start.
Sir, shall I stop sharing?
Yes,
That
yes,
was
you
our
can
update,
do.
sir.
You
The
can
30th
stop
our hardware part.
presentation.
Sir, your voice is...
Sir,
Okay, sir.
can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, you can start. I think still she didn't stop sharing.
Oh, okay,
Jay
sir.
Seshadri, is it audible to you?
Yes, sir, it's audible, sir.
So I think problem is in her side. So I already sent one text message. Okay, you can start. Okay,
Can you
fine.
see the screen, sir?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, sir. So, sir, there's a water quality analysis, sir. So, this is a review 2 and 3, and these are my group mates, sir. So now, Kailash will take over, sir. Kailash? Hello, Kailash?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. So we'll start with the abstract for the project. And here we are basically analyzing the quality of the water and to check if the water which you get in our house is suitable for drinking by using various parameters like the moisture, the pressure sensor, and the alkalinity sensor. Next one. Here we'll be using an Node MCU for the project, sir, where we'll be obtaining the data from the sensors, and we'll be collecting it with Node MCU, putting into ThingSpeak, and then the data will be exported from ThingSpeak, where we can analyze the data. The libraries we'll be using for the code will be Pandas, Seaborn, and NumPy. Next one. Yeah, the block diagram. Yes, sir. So over here, the moisture sensor and the temperature sensor are the main sensors, which will be collecting real-time data from the water and sending it to Node MCU. And from there, the Node MCU will transfer data to ThingSpeak, where the data will be analyzed, and then we'll obtain the final output. Next one. So the hardware and software we've used is Node MCU, temperature and humidity sensor DHT11, and moisture sensor. Next one. The software we're using is ThingSpeak for transferring the data, Arduino IDE for using the Node MCU, sir, and then finally Python, where you'll be using the final code for obtaining the data and analyzing it. Next one. Yes, sir.
So,
Jayesh will take on.
yes, sir. This is the experimental setup, sir. So the components are connected in this way, sir. So as is a hardware project, so the moisture sensor allows us to find the turbidity, and the humidity sensor allows us to find the turbidity, and moisture sensor allows us to find the conductivity of the water, sir. So this is the hardware component, sir. So when the Node MCU gets the code, it analyzes the data from the moisture sensor and the humidity sensor and sends it to ThinkSpeak. So this is our serial monitor output. This is our ThinkSpeak output, sir. So let me show you our code, sir. So this is our code, sir. Using this formula here, sir, for
Jayesh,
turbidity.
no need to explain code. You can directly show me demonstration. Don't go into the detail of the
Yes, sir.
code because your results directly depicts your code only. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir. This is the formula for turbidity and conductivity we use, sir. We found this from a paper online, which depicted the correlation between them. So this
You
is the
can
data we
present your
got,
work
sir.
somewhere also. Many IEEE conferences are coming. Your paper will appear in IEEE conference. Because
We'll
already
see
you
about
have created results. You just paste it on the format and you can present paper. It's your
yes, sir.
wish.
Okay.
Otherwise, some journal is there, electrical progresses. So that's a free journal. You can try there and then you can mention in your resume, okay, you have done this project and outcomes of that project have been published in this journal like that. It would be one point in your resume and it will give better impact when you go for core companies R&D cell. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because if you are going to work on software rather than R&D cell is better. Further on, you can do freely your higher education, you can do PhD, and then after doing some years job in industry, you can come back to the academia, and there even you will get a higher post like director or even better than that after getting sufficient experience of 15 years like that. Okay, so
yes, sir.
it will motivate you. If you want to do, you can do. Otherwise, it's fine from my side.
Yes, sir. I'll
Okay,
think about it.
show me next slide.
Next slide, sir. So this that was a ThinkSpeak output, sir, and this is the data analysis, sir. Anushrit will be explaining this, sir. Anushrit?
Yes, sir. We have done the data analysis of the data which we have extracted. We have made the data set.
Okay, this one you can skip. Everyone knows
Yes,
how
sir.
to
This
do
we
the exploratory analysis. No need to show.
yes, sir. And at
Yeah.
the end, we got the correlation of the data, sir. So we can see that conductivity and turbidity
Yeah, now
are
you explain
negatively
how data is correlated.
Yes, sir.
How do
Conductivity
you
and turbidity.
infer this correlated data? Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. Conductivity
It's
and turbidity are
conductivity.
negatively
Okay.
correlated, sir. So that means if conductivity increases, turbidity
Okay,
decreases.
temperature
So
versus turbidity is
also
minus
negatively correlated.
0.043.
Yes, sir. So
Why
if,
it's minus?
sir, if temperature increases, then turbidity decreases, sir. So that's how it is. And
Okay, here
and
minus sign depicts its increment, whether increasing or decreasing. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
so minus sign depicts that it's inversely correlated, and positive sign depicts it's directly correlated, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. So that's the end of the correlation, sir, and this is our conclusion, sir.
So this coefficient could be greater than 1.
No, sir, it cannot be greater than 1,
No,
sir.
sir.
Possible.
It should be between -1 and 1, sir.
It's ranging between 1. Okay. So when it would be minus.
So when it's directly, inversely proportional, like perfectly straight line, which is depicting inversely proportional to each other, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine.
So
Jayesh and his team, thank you all. Let me confirm your
Thank you,
group
sir.
number once. Wait a
group
minute.
number 4, sir.
13-4, sir.
Group number 4. Okay, so you have presented second review plus third review as to. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, this is your video all.
Hello, sir. Can I present?
So I had raised my hand, so can I present first?
Okay, I think Varnika can go ahead. Okay.
Yes.
So we can
Rityan, you
leave.
are also
Sir,
Rityan,
uh, sir, we are going to present for DB3.
you are all different group.
No, sir, I am from DB.
Okay.
So is my slide visible?
Yes, it's visible. You can go ahead.
Yes. So basically in review 2, so this all we had presented, like the objective and the architecture. And in review 2, we had also shown the software implementation of our Bluetooth mechanism on Proteus. So that part is already done. Like we use this Bluetooth terminal app, and this was the result of the Proteus thing. We had shown all the 4 directions in which our robot was operating: forward, backward, left, and right. And
I think you have completed review 2. You just start
yes,
from the point where you stopped.
yes, sir. So the hardware implementation was left. So I'll be showing a video in that we have shown the hardware implementation. Like these are the pictures. This here we have used the Bluetooth terminal app, and our robot was working. And then we have also done the hardware implementation using cloud mechanism. So for that we had used MQTT dashboard to send our data. And sir, I'll be presenting the video. 1 second, sir. Okay.
So here is our hardware setup. We have taken 2 approach towards our project. One is using IoT and the other is using Bluetooth. Firstly, we will give input through an app called MQTT Dashboard, which will publish our input to the MQTT broker. After that, we will read and process the data by our Node MCU, and finally, the input is sent serially through the to the microcontroller, and motor are driven accordingly. So here is our first input as F, so that the motors will move accordingly. As you can see, I have given input as F, so that the motors are driven in the forward direction. Now I will give B as the input. Yeah. Yeah, I have
So
given B
have
as
you
the input.
presented this work somewhere previously, or you have done freshly this one?
No, sir, this is freshly done only. Neela bro has recorded this video.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Rotating in the backward direction. Now I will give input as L, so that one motor will move in the forward direction and the other motor will move in the backward direction. As you can see, the right hand most motor is moving in the forward direction and the left hand most motor is moving in the backward. Now we will give input with the help of our Bluetooth. So at first I will connect my mobile. As you can see, the mobile is connected with the HC05 module. Now I will give F as the input. Yeah, as you can see, the motors are rotating in the forward direction.
So I will go back to the slide. Some conclusion part is left. Okay. So we had shown the software thing in the review too, and this was our hardware implementation. So now Ritushri will just conclude it.
So with this, we come to the conclusion. By utilizing the advantages of microcontroller to the fullest, the implementation of Bluetooth control robot was accomplished. Also, by overcoming the limitations of Bluetooth module, we developed the robot by controlling it using the cloud. And there are many applications of this board. The novelty lies in the fact that it is a cost-effective project with a simple and easy to use interface compared to the existing ones. Also, we know that the Bluetooth application is much more user-friendly. With
So
this,
as
Madhusudan is going to explain the future sound.
as the boat is small in size, it can also be used in spying purpose. So by addition and modification, the boat can also be used in army for detecting and disposing hidden landmines. The boat can also be used as a surveillance purpose. In the future, we can connect few more sensors to the boats so that it can monitor some parameters and we can improve the efficiency of the boat by using the Internet of Things technology. So we can also add wireless camera to the boat in order to incorporate other security features also. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Next
you.
reference.
Thank you. It's good. Fine. So I will not ask much questions. I will take next candidate. Okay. So from your side, it's completed fully.
Yes,
And I
sent
think you
the
have uploaded your.
also.
Have you uploaded on VTalk?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Loaded.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So, sir, can I
Okay, thank you all. So, Patra, you can start.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you see the PPT?
Yeah.
So, our project name is Semiconductor Distributor. So the main objective of our project is to create a device that will detect a disease and the kind of pesticide that will be used to destroy the disease and as well as the pest. So in our previous reviews, we have already shown you the deep learning model and it's working. How it's going to detect the kind of disease in the potato plant which we are using, and through the deep learning model we have already get around 91% accuracy.
So
For
you
the
show me directly or afterwards second review where you stopped in
yeah.
second you go that slide. I think that was
Yes.
in slide or something. I
So
have
for-
seen, I remember those things. I read what you presented. Okay.
So for the third review, we have created the hardware component, hardware representation. So for
Yeah,
that, we are using the RPI, and this motor will be used for the spraying action, and LCD will be used for showing the some output.
Okay.
So this is the whole the hardware implementation.
Yeah,
And I will
briefly summarize this figure.
Okay, so after detecting the type of disease, so it will send the data to the cloud server called the Firebase.
Okay.
And from the Firebase, the RPI will extract that's the same data. So I am going to, I have made a video that working model, so I will just play it. The hardware implementation for our project called Segregated Pesticide Distributor. I have made this hardware along with my Raspberry Pi 3B and the LCD display. This is a motor driver here, and this is servo motor. This servo motor actually mimics the action of spreading the pesticide on the field. So this whole setup is connected to my laptop through this LAN cable, and I am using the VNC viewer to support the Raspberry Pi OS on my laptop. So this is the Raspberry Pi OS, as you can see. Now I am going to run the program. Let me start the program. As you can see, the data has been received from the cloud database along with the pesticide name. The same can be seen here, that the pesticide has been given on the field, and this is the model which mimics the spreading action of the pesticide. So, and this ADT shows that all connections are right and everything is going well. So this is a whole setup of the of our project called Segregated Pesticide Distributor, and this is how the project will work. Thank you. So this is our whole working. The conclusion, like, is like a very cost-effective process, and like it will remove some of the bad aspect of farming, like it will automatically detect the pest and decides on its own the pesticide which will be sprayed, and it will significantly increase the overall crop production, and also reduce the rate of suicides in the farmers. The whole project. Cool. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay, show me previous slide once again, just to minimize this one. Okay. No, this conclusion only. Conclusion. Okay, wait a minute.
We have already uploaded all the report and this video link.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you. So you have learned something new, it seems. Good.
Thank you, sir.
So
our team number is 2.
Group number is 2. Right?
Ronak, Ramesh.
Banerjee is here. Ronak? Ronak,
Yes,
where
sir.
are you?
I'm here, sir.
Okay, Ramesh?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
कहाँ घूम रहे हो खान साहब? Okay, fine. Thank
you. Sir.
Anyone else want to present? Bharat, Amir, Vijay Kumar, Sheikh Kamal. I think Javed presented yesterday. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm closing the meeting. Thank you all.